There will be a short delay of flight.
Welcome to another edition of Coffee and Beats. I am your musical barista, Rod the Magnificent, back with another episode, another album review. But before I get into my album review, hit the like, hit the follow button, share this with your loved ones, because I'm sure they will all love to hear this podcast. Also, if you have any albums that you would like to for me to review on this channel, let me know in the comments section below, and make sure they're something from this year. I usually do a classic album review earlier in the season. I'm actually going to be revisiting a classic that just turned 20 years old later on in the season. But yeah, if you got any new recommendations, feel free to put them in the chat. I'll do my best to listen and review them if I can. If I can't review them and put them on YouTube, well, follow me on Patreon. I usually put some reviews there, and also buy me a coffee as well. All those links are in the description box below, so feel free to tap into those. But without further delay, let's get into our album reviews. And I'm very excited to get into this one. Lifetime is the fourth studio album by none other than Danish singer-songwriter herself, Erika de Casier. And it was a surprise release on May 8th of 2025 through her own record label, her independent record label, Jeep Music, only a year after she released her third studio album, Still. Now, de Casier wrote and produced the album entirely by herself between August of 2023 and November of 2024, and it was mixed by Alonso Vargas and mastered by Joe Laporta. And in April of 2025, she sold a series of unlabeled cassettes of the project from Bandcamp, and this would later be leaked on YouTube. Now, the tapes were sold out in under 30 minutes, which is crazy, and it sparked speculation amongst fans that she was going to be dropping a new album. And boy, I'm kind of mad I missed out on that. But the singer-songwriter revealed that the work was originally entitled Midnight Caller. It reflects the feeling of time picking up the older one gets, growing aware of mortality and death, but still being grateful for what was, is, and will be. And a press release presented Lifetime as a testament to de Casier's singular taste, highlighting her ability to pull from the past to curate music with intention and a touch that is uniquely hers. And let me just say this off the top. I did review her Still album last year, her third studio project, Still, and I had a mixed reaction to it. I thought it was a different direction. She kind of went the Pink Pantherist direction with that particular project, and although I did like some elements of the album, I just didn't feel like that style was her comfort zone, right? And she was kind of mixed even in her perception of that particular project. This project right here, Lifetime, I think she found her niche. I think she found her comfort zone. And I'm gonna just say this right off the bat. I used to be a huge New York Undercover fan back in the 90s, and I see a lot of these songs being played during open sequences of a New York Undercover episode. I really felt the deep darkness of this album, but I'm just gonna say this was a very good project. It's just a straight vibe. I mean, she's polished, she's locked in. With this particular effort, it feels like a calm and confident conversation with Erika de Casier. She's still low-key, but the music is louder in all the right ways. Compared to her album in 2024, this new direction is a clear level up. The lo-fi textures are still there, but she cleans it up a little bit more. It's smoother, it's more dynamic, it's more put together. You can tell that Erika's been in the lab. Again, she was in the lab for a couple of years putting this project together. There's more bounce, it's very spacey, and it's way more confident. Her lyrics, her vocals, and it starts off with the track Miss, which is such a graceful opener. It sets the tone perfectly for the rest of the album. It has clean production, is layered in harmonies, and Erika's cool, controlled delivery just takes control, takes power over the track. She doesn't force the emotion, she lets it float right over the beat, and she's clearly more confident as a producer and songwriter, as it shows with this particular song. Let's talk about You Can't Always Get What You Want, which is one of my favorite tracks, might be one of my favorite tracks of the 2025 season. This is too real. The title alone, it hits. Her delivery is flawless on this one. The growth, you can see it. She's letting you know she's here to stay, and the sound here is so effortless. It's been on repeat constantly. It's #1 already in my repeats on Spotify, and I just can't say enough about how much I appreciate that record. And then the way the track is produced, I mean, it's minimal, but it's full. It gives room for the message to hit, and the bass line, it just sits perfectly under her voice. It's almost angelic. It's grown. It's subtle. It's very smart in the way the direction of the production lands on this track. I can't say enough positive things about that joint. And then you have the joint Seasons, which is another standout track. It's got this dreamy, bouncy feel to it. It's like you're cruising through your own thoughts, a type of vibe, and the production is light, but it still hits, and her voice just glides through. She paints a picture with minimal words, but it works. With this album, you're gonna see a pattern. Less is more, and that's what I appreciate about what Erika is bringing to the table here. You Got It, which is another track off the album. It's playful, it's empowering. It gives you that early 2000s, nostalgia type of energy. Kind of reminds you of Bjork or something that Portishead would drop in the late 90s. I mean, Erika is not begging for validation here. She knows her worth with this track, and the song makes you want to know your own worth. I mean, this is an excellent track in itself. And then you got Delusional, where it wraps up the standout tracks. It's low key, but the message is sharp. It calls out that fake confidence that some people like to wear on their shoulder. But here the beat is icy, or her tone is unbothered, and it hits different. It's just really good. This whole album, as much as I really enjoy this project, I gotta keep it real. There are a few critiques on this one, in particular with December and the closer track, Lifetime. Now, don't get me wrong, these are not bad songs at all, but compared to the rest of the album, they kind of drift in the background with the rest of the album, but they don't hit with the same focus or replay value as the standout tracks. But still, they don't bring the album down at the end of the day. They just coast instead of connect. But I don't always need to connect with every song on the album. If there's a nice little balance there with connection and balance of good music, I'm fine with that. I love that about this particular project. And Lifetime feels like Erika is stepping into a new chapter. Even though she's, she comes off as a very quiet girl, but the music is powerful. And the production on here as a whole, I was just impressed with the nostalgic vibes of the production on this album. The sound is bigger, but her calm presence is still front and center on each and every track. She didn't reinvent herself, she just leveled up with this one. And overall, Lifetime feels like Erika's most polished and self-assured project yet. In my opinion, I think it's her best project to date. She knows exactly what lane she's in. She's staying in it with class, and no extra flash needed here. Just good music with good vibes. At the end of the day, I give this album 4 coffee cups out of 5. 4 fire, very fire coffee cups out of 5. It's smooth, it's grown, it's timeless. And Erika, if you are listening to this review, hey, I am nobody, but I just want to say I appreciate you bringing out such a well-balanced album. I think it's definitely going to go into my top 25 album of the year list as an early candidate, and I really appreciate this excellent surprise record that you have put out. And that will do it for this review, this episode of Coffee and Beats. I am your musical barista, Rod the Magnificent. When it comes to coffee, when it comes to music, stay grounded for life. Let me know your thoughts on how you feel about Erika de Casier's new album, Lifetime. I'll be down there in the chat talking with you guys about this album and other records as well. But until then, I will see you guys on the next one. Stay musically grounded for life. Peace.